So it's finally happened. The thing we've all been waiting for. They added trains. Yeah, they've added the trains. Oh, it's gonna be so glorious. Let's unlock it. Let's do it right now. I must have these. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trains! Wow, 14 minutes till I can unlock something else. Holy crap.
A new set of buildings and vehicles needed for long-range transportation has been made available. In addition to built-in power conduction, rails-based transit ensures increased efficiency and reliability for both the transport of pioneers and cargo.
Nice. So now we have all this train stuff that is based mainly on steel. I'm gonna need a lot of concrete. So, oh, this is gonna be glorious. First, I want to show you guys some stuff. I redid a lot of my base. I streamlined my copper production over here and organized it a bit better. Yeah, it works way better now. And I can still continue to make it even better by improving this to increase my wire production, which would be awesome. I also got a different iron mine way over there feeding a new section of my factory. You can see I've built this up. I redid this because I really needed my steel to be working properly. So I've got one coal mine, just one, producing 450 coal, coming in here, feeding 3 of these guys. Oops. 3, what are these called again? Foundries. And each of them is clocked at 200%, so each is producing, I think, 45 steel, 60 steel a minute, using 90 a minute. Got these 2 iron mines feeding these, just those, because these are impure nodes. Really, I wish I had pure nodes everywhere, but impure will have to do. And the excess coal is then going into this storage unit, which is currently storing a crap ton of coal. And then that is going, like, what's not being used is going out this way up to another floor that I built, which has a whole bunch of crap going on in it. Some alternate recipe rotors being made and stators. And then those are headed upstairs to a fairly barren floor up here where I have 2 assemblers making motors. And this is super efficient. I love it. I mean, everything's full. I finally finished up that factory, put walls around it, and I put a dedicated concrete section in there so that I always have just concrete to be able to build with. I was getting tired of not having it. But now that we have trains available to us, I can get rid of my 2 trucks. The truck bringing oil in here, and the truck bringing the quartz in here. And I can get rid of that refinery and have this just for plastic and rubber. Oh, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely just gorgeous. The amount of material I'll be able to move with these trains is insane. So, I'm thinking I'm going to have my train depot. Where should I have a train depot? Relatively flat over here, so I can build a good one there. But I'm also thinking of just sort of building it out there, so that I can have the train just do one big loop. Come on, map, load in. From here out to my oil production, where all the oil will get loaded, and then loop around this way, pick up the quartz, come up here, and just do one loop like that. I'll have multiple trains eventually, but I can have one be my oil and quartz train, which would be awesome. Have 3 stations. One back at base, one over here, one over here. We're picking up everything. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Now, a lot of you have probably already seen some of this because the experimental mode has been out for a while with the trains, and people have been messing around with them. And I've really tried my hardest not to watch any of it because I wanted to be surprised by everything. But it's not just trains that they added. Oh no. There's a whole new tier to unlock at the space elevator. Tier 7. And it says Tier 8 as well, but Tier 8's not in the game yet. Tier 7's all you got right now. But it takes 1,000 of each of these 3 things. It's ridiculous. 1,000 of them. I'm pretty sure I got 1,000 of those and 1,000 of those. But I don't know if I have 1,000 of those. Need to try to increase my computer production because I'm going to need it if I'm going to be making more supercomputers to eventually lead to quantum computers and blah de blah de blah. So, with all of that in mind, I'm going to start building or planning out my train network. Because I really want trains. They are so amazing. Far more efficient than the trucks. So, for right now though, I am going to keep the trucks running just so I keep my stuff going here. Because my oil is being used. Even though it may not look like it, the truck station is very full. Along with all 3 of these industrial containers. There's tons of oil everywhere. Oh my goodness. I'm producing so much oil, it's ridiculous. I don't even really need it. But I'm using all 4 of those pure nodes out there now. And I am making way too much quartz. What is going on here? What was that? Did they? Oh, they changed the look of the truck a little bit, I think. Did they? No, it doesn't really look like. What is this? What is this? I can walk right through it. It's got to be some graphical glitch or something. What is it? Holy crap. That's confusing. Could it be like the boxes that thing drops? And they're just stacking up here? Oh, that's weird. That's really weird. Okay. Well. But yeah, see, this thing totally full up on quartz, except for a bit. And it's all being used for my crystal oscillator factory. The cool thing about the quartz, though, is even though I'm producing a ton of it, we can now use it for something else. Silica. And silica is apparently necessary in Tier 7 to combine with bauxite in order to make aluminum. And you need aluminum for all sorts of stuff. It's ridiculous what you need aluminum for, including nuclear power. So, as soon as we're done setting up our train network, I'm going to unlock aluminum so that I can start all that process up. I don't even know where there are aluminum nodes around here, the bauxite nodes. The developer said they revamped 3 sections of the game, the end game areas, like the swamp over here, which is a really nasty place, the red desert, like the red stuff in the middle. So basically they redid the middle of the map. And you may have noticed I've explored almost all of the rocky desert over here. That's because I went around and I gathered up all of the slugs in the area. There are no more slugs in this area and no more in this area. So 3/4 of the rocky desert is slugless, which is amazing. There are so many more slugs to get in this area though. And I found a gigantic cave that it goes from here all the way over to here and then even up to here. It's a T-shaped cave. It is huge. There were so many spiders, it was ridiculous. But I just been working on stuff in here. Told you guys I wouldn't bring out any more content until the game was updated, but that doesn't mean I've been idle. Does not mean I've been idle whatsoever. I've been playing the crap out of this game. I love it so much. And I really I hope that when it's finally done, they erase my progress so that I can play through it from the beginning, because I've got so many more better ideas of how to make this work really well. I do like the city feel this has of the multiple factory nodes. But I kind of want to make one gigantic mega factory as well. That would be tough. So, let's go ahead and scout out an area for our train network. I figured it out. I'm going to build it right in here. It's such a nice, more or less flat area. I'm just going to deforest it and build, well, there's really not that much to deforest, but deshrub it and then build my train station going horizontally that way. It's going to be awesome. God, I can't wait. Oh, I love the idea of trains. I love the idea of the trains. And you know how we're going to get rid of all of this? Oh, we're not using a chainsaw. We don't need any of this. Oh, crap. I thought I had some Nobelisk on me. I'll go get some and be back. You know, every time they do an update, some random tree that I destroyed a long time ago comes back. I kind of like it though. Because it makes it look like I totally meant for it to be there. Like I didn't plan to destroy everything. Makes it look a bit more organic. It's kind of cool. You know, also, I've seen a lot of other YouTubers play this game. Can't blame them. It's an amazing game. But whenever they get the explosives, nobody's actually really mentioned where they got the name for the explosives. The Nobelisk, or I should say Nobelisk. Because, well, Coffee Stain Studios is based in Sweden. And Alfred Nobel was the inventor of dynamite. And it's because of him that we have the Nobel Prize. He became so rich because of his invention of the, the dynamite, that when he died, he put in his will that he wanted a fund made from his money to be given away for all sorts of good reasons, like peace and science and all sorts of stuff. And so that's where we get the Nobel Prize from. But again, he invented dynamite. So I'm assuming the proper way to pronounce the name of these explosives here is Nobelisk. Because again, Alfred Nobel, the inventor of dynamite. I didn't realize it for the longest time, and then it just hit me. Like, holy crap. That is such a great way to memorialize the man. Even more so than he already is. And a little premature, but this video is coming out on the 4th of July, and I'm American, so fireworks time! Happy 4th of July, folks! Happy Independence Day! I love these things. I love it, I love it. Okay, I think that's enough deforestation. Let's get to building our train station. First things first, though. We gotta see how big these trains... Oh my god. Okay, so they're just about 2 foundations wide and 3 foundations long. So 2 by 3, and they are monstrously tall. Oh my goodness, they are tall. So, I wanted to build... I'm wanting to have, I think, 2 cars per for coal and quartz. Not coal, oil and quartz. So I'll have one here, the station there. Oh god. Quick save. And then we have a freight platform that requires motors. I need to go get some motors. So we build 1, 2. My goodness, these things are huge. I need a lot more that way. Okay. 3 and 4. My goodness, I love it. It is gigantic. Those almost look like American power outlets there on the sides. Which is nifty because train stations, you can hook power up to them and then they run power through the rails. So I won't have to have these really long lines of power lines going everywhere. I can run power through the rails to my outposts and then have everything brought back here. And these all have 2 inputs and 2 outputs on them. So I should hook up storage. Yeah. Let's hook up storage to the back of these so that we can have an industrial container coming off of each. I think that'll be great. Yeah, let's do it. And since these are just the outputs, I could have tons of these lined up and have tons of storage coming off of here. Oh, this is going to be epic. I love it. Alright, so what I've done for right now is I've set up 3 storage containers coming off of each one of the freight stations. I'm going to hook them all up so that they all run into each other. Currently, I've just got them coming out from here, but I don't have enough encased industrial beams. I gotta do something about that. I've got to be able to make it so that I've got enough coal and iron coming in to be able to make my own encased industrial beams just dedicated. Because currently they're all being put toward the heavy modular frames, and I don't have overflow storage like I should. I should fix that. But on the route toward the quartz production over there are 3 normal coal nodes and a couple of iron things there. I could build another factory there making just encased industrial beams, or I could bring both resources back and have it fed off at this train station. There's so many possibilities with the trains, it's ridiculous. So I may end up having to extend this out a little bit and build a couple more off this side, but currently I'm really liking this setup. Like, seriously liking this setup. It's giving me so much storage. Like, I'm gonna have 6 industrial storage containers full of raw quartz and 6 full of oil. It's just a ton of materials. But we're still working on it, and we're gonna get this done. So now that my gigantic train station is all set up, ready to go to unload everything that I bring in, because I was going to have 2 unloading stations for the oil and the quartz, but then I added 2 more each for the coal and the iron I'm going to be bringing in for making, I think, just all of the different types of conveyors that I currently have to be able to just have a dedicated facility making my infrastructure capabilities. It's going to be awesome. So, now, I had to get rid of the truck station that was over here too, so currently my quartz is dwindling quickly. But I got a ton stored up in that factory that's over there, so we're good. We're good. But now, let's start trying to set up our rail network. And these things are kind of expensive. I need lots of pipes and lots of beams. And it's all steel. I don't know if I have the production currently to handle this. This is probably going to take a while. But I named this station main processing, because it's basically what it is. This is my main processing area. The oil one is going to be, well, of course, called oil processing, then quartz processing, and then coal and iron processing. I don't know, but it'll work, and it'll be cool, so that's all that matters. So, let's see about building these. They work kind of like conveyors, if I have read correctly. Yeah, look at this. Oh, it's going to be like building a roller coaster. Oh, how far can I take a line, like, at once? Holy crap, let me up here. See a lot better from up here. railroad track is too long. Okay, so I can do 10 at a time. Or almost 10. I can do 9 at a time. Alright, well, let's bring this down. Ooh, what? Put it on top of the rock? Maybe I'll just have it go through the rock or something. Okay, no, bring it over here. This is going to take some working out to figure out how this is actually going to work. Woo, boy. Bring it around like this. Make sure it's up and working. Oh, I love how smooth it all looks. Oh, I gotta destroy some foliage. There we go. Oh, that just looks so awesome. This is going to be gorgeous. I need to keep this line going for right now because that's what's powering my whole factory. So now, with the completion of my first rail line, not exactly complete, I still have to make a loop here to make it so that I can pull the train in from the other side. We're just going to give this a good test. We're going to build our first electric locomotive. Needs to be going that way. Yeah. Oh, listen to that. Music to my ears. And why not? Let's build some freight cars on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why not? Then let's come up here. Let's actually drive this puppy. Oh, this is going to be so great. Here we go. Oh, this is amazing. So smooth. So glowy. I love it. We slowed down a little bit going uphill, but not significantly enough. Oh, the sounds. The sounds are glorious. Going at almost 120 kilometers an hour. Not bad. But yeah, going through the jungle with this was just insane. I should have, well, not should, but I would have just built a bunch of foundations and built like the straightest path possible. But I wanted to sort of flow with the landscape. Oh, whoops. Missed a bit of foliage there. When I flow with the landscape, it makes me feel like I'm actually doing something that's supposed to happen. I need to optimize that section of track there, though. But here, I don't know if I have the switch set up properly here. Let's find out. Oh, it is. Okay, good. But for right now, I've got this loop here. Somewhat of a long loop. Slow down. Not fast enough. Oh my goodness. You know, they say it takes a mile for a train to stop. God, they weren't kidding. Can we go backwards? Oh, we can go backwards. Nice. What is going on with the train cars? What the heck happened there? Oh my goodness. Oh, that is a huge bug. That's a huge bug in the system. The cars just split at the switch. Okay, come on. Turn off the brakes. Let's go. Oh, man. That's something that's going to have to be addressed, I think. Alright, let's pull the cars back. Get them on the same track as us. Alright. Now let's go switch this thing. God, I made it over here so friggin' fast, too. That was ridiculous. Toggle the switch. Now let's see if I can pull backwards into the station. Maybe? Can I go the right way? Yes. Okay. Man, this thing just coasts along. I love it. And depending on how fast you're going, it uses more or less electricity. That's great. Come on. Pull forward into the station. And stop. Yay! I gotta switch this back. So, when you set up switches like this, when you merge and split rail lines, you know, I can manually switch this. But this is only for if I'm actually driving the train. If it's all automated, then guess what? They figure out the switches on their own. There's like some crazy AI with the trains. It's awesome. So now what I want to do is I want to... Wait a minute. Do I set it up here? Timetable. Locomotive. Oh, wait a minute, what? Wait, what'd that say? Insert choo-choo name. Oh, it's like Blazing Saddles.
No, no. Got to do with where choo-choo go.
Oh, I love it. Here we go. Okay. So, add main processing. And then we're going to add oil production to that. So, it should go back and forth between main processing and oil production. But as of right now, it might not be able to find its way very well because I have to complete the loop back at main processing. So let's go ahead and just drive back over there, complete the loop, and then we will be done for this episode. I've spent a good like 3-4 hours working on this already, trying to make sure I had the materials necessary to get it all working. This will eventually be one large loop that goes out to the quartz and everything, but I have to get a better route. Because right now, it would be kind of routing around a tunnel or a cave. And while that sounds awesome, wouldn't really work out too well, honestly, because I'd have to build all sorts of infrastructure throughout the cave, and it just wouldn't. I don't think it would work. So let's get back to main processing. And let's complete this. We'll just watch the train go. Because as you can imagine, you don't have to set a route. You just set stops. Because the route is the rail. You've already set the route, technically. This is too awesome. Okay, brakes. Oh, look at the sparks fly. Look at the sparks fly. Okay. Bring this... Okay. Back up. There we go. Bring this back this way, and we're going to create a loop going off to the left. Going this way around to the back of the station. So we can set up this loop. And now it's figured its way. I completed the track. It found that it could make it there. And so it just goes and does its thing. Oh, slowing down. This is too cool. I could set up another locomotive on the front, I guess, if I wanted to. Or I could even do like a shuttle, where I've got a locomotive on the front and the back, where it would work that way, like it would go from one end to the other just on one rail. But I'd have to have this thing set up all backwards from the other one and blah blah blah, because if I set everything up that way, it's just a nightmare. I'm going to be revamping all of this. I just wanted to test it all out because I thought it would be awesome. Okay, so it stops, and if this had anything on it, the freight stations would take all the containers off, load them up over there, and I would have my product. And there it goes. We have a working train. There it goes. Bye-bye, train. Just watch it go. Man, this thing is fast. Way faster than a truck. But now, I've got to figure out a way to bridge this gap right here. I've got my station here. I'd like to flip it around, honestly. And then have it come out and go through here. But like I said, there's like a tunnel or a cave up in here. It had a bunch of power slugs in it. But I can't really do anything with it. I've got to bring it way up high to get over that and then down. I mean, I could do that. But it might just be simpler to have it do its loop here and then go through like this area and then up toward the quartz production and back that way. That might be easier. But we will leave the planning of more trains for the next episode. This one's working. And it's awesome. And I love it. Don't leave any unattended crates on the platform. I don't see any. That's a good thing. So, we will keep making and messing with trains in the future episodes. So, if you liked what you saw, please hit that like button. It really helps me out. And subscribe to see more, because there will be more. There is so much to this update that is yet to be explored on my channel. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. So again, subscribe, hit that like button, and y'all come back now.